Hey guys, it's Carrie. Welcome back to the garage. How's it going? Whew, I thought I would bring you along today for a little artsy fartsy stuff. So, yeah. I love the way watercolor looks on book pages. So I have a book and I went ahead and penciled in my drawings, so because I'm kind of particular, so I penciled them in, and I'm going to ink them. So I have a flower. I don't know how well you guys can see these. I have a K that's fancy for my name. Oh, that feels like 2 pages. It sure is. Oh, because it was the other drawing. This one I didn't get anything on yet. I don't know how many we'll get to, and then this one is just a doodle. So, yeah, I really want to just play and thought I would bring you along. So, I'll start off. I just have a scratch piece of paper over here. You may not be able to see that. I'm just trying to keep you guys in frame. I've got some water on my watercolors, keeping them juicy. Got a tub of water off to the side. Let's put these somewhere where I'm not going to get stuff all over them. All right, that looks good. All right, I want to start off with Micron. If you can hear my dogs, I am so sorry. Yesterday when I was filming, they decided to rip down the curtains in the front room, and I didn't even hear it. Now, to be fair, they weren't chewing on the curtains or anything like that, but the curtain rod was already bent in the middle, and Cinder likes to look outside, and so she knocked them down, which bent them more. So this is a number 8 micron pen. I will move my hand out of the way every once in a while, so hopefully you guys will be able to see what is happening. So a number 8 micron is a really thick nib, which gives you thicker lines. Oh my goodness. The neighbor dogs must be outside too, because they are just going at it. So it is Sunday. I'm not sure when this video will go out. I've got one coming out later today as well. So, oh, I must have something underneath my paper because I can feel, I can feel it chunking. There we go. So anyway, I just thought it would be fun to bring you along. Oh, I know what that is. That is that center thing right there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that paper and put it underneath. Make sure I have you back in frame. I do. Oh my gosh. It's kind of embarrassing, but there's really nothing I can do about it as long as the other dogs are outside from next door. I can holler, but it does not work well. My guys are, not super well trained, I guess. One right here to kind of round that out. I don't see any that I've missed. This is a big leaf. And then a couple small leaves coming off of it. I'm gonna bring that one right there. And then there's another big leaf right here. Ooh, where does it go? Oh, there's a little one right there. And then this one comes and meets that. Like so. And I'm gonna fix this one. And this one. And then we have this that comes down here and goes up in there. And then a couple of other leaves. Like that. I think I'm gonna fix that one a little bit. And then we've got this one that comes up here. Like that. I'm gonna make a little bitty one right there. All right, there is that so far. Looks like you guys can see it all right. Shut it, dogs. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside. This ink is permanent, but it's got to dry well, and so before I put any color on it, I will also hit it with my heat gun to make sure that it stays. So I think I want to do the K next, because you know, K for Carrie. This one I may turn on an angle, just like that, so that I can kind of see what I'm doing. Once again, I'm using the 8 to outline. I have this line running down the middle, and it's kind of a scritchy, just scribbly. I don't want it to be perfect. There we go. Bring that line down. Like that. I'm going to turn it again so I can get this part. And this part comes around and loops, and then back around carefully to meet up right there. Ta-da! That one was a little quicker to ink, but I'm going to add more details after it's painted. So, should I ink this other one maybe while I'm at it? I just don't want to take all day to do these. Yeah, we'll ink it. We'll ink it. Once again, I'm going to keep it turned just a hair. Make sure I'm in frame. Alright, so we have this big kind of a teardrop shape. And then off of that teardrop shape, we're going to have another kind of a paisley shape, I guess. And then we're going to do a curl around here. Bring that to there. And then I have a couple of small curly cues. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have 3 largish dogs, and so does my neighbor. And they like to tell each other how it is over the fence. Thank goodness my next door neighbors are good, because otherwise we'd all be in trouble. Alright, one more here. And then I have kind of a wavy line down here to kind of give it a ground. And then I'm going to put big, just circles to fill it in down here. No rhyme or reason, just whatever's happening. Vary the size. Make some big, some small. Sorry, I got lost in thought there. Have them come off of here. Kind of finish that. Give me a small one there. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. And once again, once it's colored, you can go back and add more details and thingies. So I am going to go back to the flower because that's the one we started with. I'm going to hit it with the heat tool. So bear with for just a second. It shouldn't take long because the ink will dry really quick, especially with the heat tool. And I also know that because this is book pages, they're gonna wrinkle, they're gonna buckle, they're gonna do all of that, and it's fine. I can set them under books. So now I'm just gonna go through and lightly shake the crap out of you guys, but lightly erase some of the pencil markings that I can see. Once again, those don't bother me. Let's see, how's it looking for you guys? I can't really tell. Let me kind of. My camera thingy is right over the top, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this over there so I can see. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. So let's play with some watercolors, shall we? So excited. Stick that over there. And just grab, I think I want this brush. It's already a little damp from some testing that I did. Just to make sure, I want some bright yellow. I want it pretty wet. My paper is dry, so this is kind of a dry technique. I am no watercolor expert. I just know that I love it. It does look like it's picking up either some pencil that was left on there or some of this ink. But that was all right. Me a dabby dabby dab. Then you can use these pages in your books as just background, or in your journals, or you can use them as just plain old art pieces. Whatever your little heart desires. I will probably use them as tucks in my journal, or I don't know. Still a petal. So I am not being neat on purpose. I mean, I like it to kind of be inside the lines. And you can see some of that paint is covering over some of our lines. So you just get a paper towel if you don't want it there, and dabby dabby, ta-da, fixed. That's the technical term, by the way, dabby dabby. So these go pretty quick, you know, it's not rocket science. If you don't think you can do it, you probably can. Got a little bleedage going on there. Wow, I actually hear sirens. You guys probably don't hear it because they are a ways away, but we never hear sirens on our street. So if they're that close, something's up. I don't live on a main thoroughfare, so we don't hear them very often. Alright, so our yellow is just about done. Now it sounds like my dogs are digging. Never a dull moment around here. Okay, so now I'm going to take some orange. Kind of want to get that. There we go. And my brush is pretty wet. I'm just going to drop some orange on there. Just kind of at the bottoms of it. And you can see that it's pretty juicy, it's pretty wet. It's all gonna be fine. Yep, I hear digging. Diggers. Alright, and then I'm going to take a little bit of, I think that's brown, yeah. I'm going to take a little bit of brown, mix it with that orange. Didn't quite get the darkness that I want. I kind of want this a little bit darker. There we go. Ooh, fun. Fun. I love it. All right, so now we've got buckley paper. I'm going to give this a quick heat so that when I do the green on my leaves, I don't get a ton of bleed from my yellows and oranges. And if you aren't aware, watercolor dries lighter than when it's applied. It's also supposed to be see-through. You don't want to put it on so thick that you can't see through it. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. I like it a lot. Okay, so now I'm going to use a different brush because that one's kind of got, you know, it's pretty clean, but I'm going to use this one for some green and yellow. I'm going to mix that up with my yellow. And I'm just going to start putting in my leaves. This is a little bit more saturated, there we go, than I want. I want it to be a little bit lighter. So more water makes things lighter. There we go. That's better. I don't want it to be just dark. I don't want it to be just dark. Oh, my Oakley is laying behind me. She's tired of barking. Apparently. More water. Hopefully my hat isn't in the way. I don't even know how far my hat goes. Got up this morning because the Sooner girls, they played at the butt crack. Let me tell you, for me, it was 9 o'clock this morning. I was not ready to get out of bed, that's for sure. Which is funny because most weekends I don't sleep in. I wanna, but it just doesn't happen until you have something that you have to do, and then your body's like, nah, you can keep sleeping now. I was hoping that I would age more gracefully than I have. It's been far from grace, let me tell you. Okay. Oh, one more set down here that I forgot about. Beta boogers. The beta has joined us in the garage. Oh, if I didn't finish my thought earlier, they, took the curtains down, so I had to go buy a new curtain rod. Fine, whatever. But today I got smart, and they are now blocked in to where they are either with me in the garage where I can keep an eye on them, or in the kitchen. They are not able to go into the living room. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Okay, not quite done because I want to take now some darker green. Ooh, that's pretty dark. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse that. I'm going to come over here and take some more of this. I don't want it to be that dark. I'm going to go down this middle. Maybe add a little touches here and there in these. Just a bit. Just to give them some quote-unquote shading, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I'm no watercolor expert. I love playing with it. Alright, I think I'm happy with that one. So now I'll take it and give it a dry off. Only reason why I'm drying it off now instead of just setting it to the side is because I'm afraid that I'll set something on top of it and then I'll smear it all over everywhere. Good news is watercolor dries very quickly. See how simple that was? Pretty simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let this one sit to the side for a little while I paint another one, and then we'll come back to it and add some more detail. So it's not quite dry, but by the time we get done with another one, I want to do the cake because it's my initial and it will be fairly quick. I just have to pick what colors I want, and if you guys know me well enough, you'll know that orange is one of those colors. I have quite a bit of pencil on here, so I am gonna try to get rid of more of that. I hear you back there sniffing, sniffling. Sorry, I know I am shaking you guys around and around and around and around. This won't take long if I just... There we go. Okie dokie. So... let's see. I'll use 3 different colors. I'm kind of feeling like purple and blue and... oh, I don't know. Maybe just purple and blue. It's a little, it'll be all right. We'll just play. we'll play. And if I hate it, guess what? I have a lot more pieces of paper. And I drew 1K, so I'm pretty sure I can draw another one. Let's see. Alright, I am going to wet my paints again over here on this blue side. Now I am going to take water, clean-ish water. Oh, you know what? I didn't hit that with the heat tool. Give me a second. Sorry. This will probably smear because I'm going to use more water this time. Okay. I'll go with that. Use more water this time, and I'm going to start over here. And I'm just going to paint in this side with water, trying not to go over the lines. All right. So now I'm going to take off a little bit of water right here. So I just dried my brush off and then I just drug it through. So now I'm going to take some of this purple right here. Get a pretty decently wet brush. And then I'm just going to drop this purple in here on the edges. And then just kind of let it work its way over. So now I'm going to clean off my brush again and then just use water to kind of coerce this over. So now it's darker on this side. It's pooling up a little bit right here because the paper buckled. Get a little bit more dark right there. And I like how that turned out. Now I'm gonna do blue. Maybe I'll do a mixture of, yeah, I like that. Of this blue and this purple. Yeah, that's pretty. All right. So again, clean off the brush. And then I'm gonna just color this in carefully. Got a little too much water. Drag this down to here. Then, pretty wet brush. Take this blue, touch it to the top, and then kind of convince it to run down where there's more water. Clean off the brush. Give it a little coaxing with. That's juicy. Juicy. Alright, so now I'm going to pick up some. Ooh. Thirsty brush. Alright. Now, I still want a little bit more of that blue up here, so I'll come in and make that happen a little bit. There you go. I'll make brave and pick up a little purple. Just put it on there. Yeah, I like that. And take a little more water. Oh, not enough water. Just let it play. I need my thirsty brush again because I got this part wet right here, so it wants to be a part of what we're doing. Oh, I kind of like that a lot, actually. All right, now what do we do if we add some? Oh, I kind of like that color. We're gonna add some more blue to it though. Blue. There we go. This is kind of a deep purple. Deep purple. Wasn't that an album or a group? I think I want not as much water right there, so I'll go around here. Actually, this one seems like it's taking just a little bit longer to paint because I'm doing a different technique, and words are hard. I'm being a little more careful, I suppose, than I was on the last one. What's the matter? I hear you. This needs some more blue in it for reals. I thought that we were going to get more of a... I don't know. I don't know what I thought. But I'm just playing. Just playing. Thirsty brush again. Get it some more clean water on there. Kind of. You know what? If it's gonna do it, it's gonna do it. So we're gonna run with it. So since we did it down there, let's play down here just a little bit. Get a little and let it drag out. Let it schmear. Schmearing. There we go. I actually kind of like that. Alright, now let's fix this little part right here. And then we'll hit it with the heat tool and we'll go back and play with the other one. Whoop whoop. Oh, 30 minutes. Oh, that's turning out good. I like it. Got a puddle right here. Don't that look good in, like, on a journal page? Alright, when you can smell the paper cooking, it's time to get the heat tool off of it. Alright, let's move this back over here. Alright. So the first thing I want to do is I have a Sharpie. And I'm going to dot in. I'm just dabbing the paper with the Sharpie. It makes bigger dots quicker than my other ones. And who can beat the smell of a Sharpie, right? Unless you're crazy, like me. Okay, there we go. Good with that. And then this is a size 1, which is smaller than a size 8. If you think about it, right? Oh, actually, I should probably go 3 first. Yeah. So I'm just gonna come in with my 3, and it isn't really liking the watercolor too much. That's alright. This may be my bad 3 though. I've got another one sitting right here. This one better? Yeah, that one's better. So I'm just pulling out and up from the bottoms of my petals. You see me being neat? No, you don't. And just relax and let it happen. Don't be scared. It's only paper and ink. And there are trash cans nearby or recycle bins nearby if you hate it. Alright, but alright, now I'm just going to give these guys one little line. And I am not being careful. I'm going to come off of here with a few little waves. Give a little shadow in here and here. Just some scribbles. And there you have it, guys. That's that. You could even go in the middle and do a little curly Q. I'm not pressing very hard. You won't be able to see it very well unless you're close up, but love that. What do you think? Alright, so then, oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to paint the bottom under the K. No, that wasn't under the K. Never mind. That was under this the other drawing. I didn't have anything under this one. Okay, so give this a little smooshy smoosh. Okay, now I just have to decide what I want to do on the inside of this. So I'm going to turn it because that way I can see myself doing it, and I will pull away in a second. So I am just making stripes on this side of the K, and I'm using the 3 again. Doesn't matter what size you use, guys. You don't have to have these fancy pins. You can use Sharpies, you can use ballpoint pen afterwards. So maybe if you wanted to, you could just do pencil lines first, and then watercolor it. You're gonna get a little smudgy, but it's fine. It's not gonna hurt anything. And then, you know, come back over the top with Sharpies or whatever you want. I'm gonna do some big ovals in this side. Don't really want them to be too circly. I want kind of that oval shape. If they get circly, no big deal. And you guys can put whatever pattern you want in here. And see, I kind of ran out of room, so I'm just going to fill them in like that. And then, if you want to, you can take your bigger marker. I'm going to use the Sharpie just so you guys know that it can be done with whatever. And I'm going to color in where those kind of come to the edge there. Can't see super great because, well, I'm blind. So I'm just giving them a touch. There's not a lot of space in between, but it's kind of a little triangle. And that keeps everything from being just so, like, perfect. Little tiny triangles. It's good if you have a Sharpie. That helps. There we go. So then we could do what now? What now? We could do just wavy lines. Wavy. And then you can come back in with your pen and just put in little half circles kind of in each of the little waves. Like that. Trying to see what I got here. One kind of on the corner. Like that. And then for the bottom part, oops, I missed one. Right there. Let's see, let's do I like my 3 better. Let's just do some X's. X that way. There we go. It's a little hard to see on the darker spots. Across like that. There we go. And then we'll just kind of do that. And then we can take the Sharpie, because I'm going to flip this. I want to thicken up this top line and this top line and this bottom line. And then I'm going to give it a curl there. And a curl here. And just a small curl there. Like that. Oops. And then I'm going to come off with a smaller nib and do some smaller curls. Like that. I'll even give this guy some. Right here. And right here. Maybe one over here coming around. And one off of this one. I think I want one right here. A thinner one here, and maybe a little guy right there. There we go. There we go, there we go. So guys, that's how easy it is. And now you have 2 cute things, or I have 2 cute things for my journal. Let's see, this is my up and coming journal. I could even use this as a cover if I wanted. maybe cut it out a little bit more, but I don't really want to cut it out. So, you know, you could use it. I could cut some of this extra edge off, use it as a pocket if I cut some of that edge off, or, you know, even a tuck, or, you know, if I don't have any great things for the month, then, or I mean, not for the month, but for the day, I could just stick that on there and call it good. So guys, I appreciate you coming along with me. If you're new here, welcome. Please feel free to subscribe. Please, everybody, give me a big thumbs up for this video. It does help. Yeah, so guys, I guess I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your, well, it's not going to be weekend when you see this, week when you see this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.